Harry McCain. I want to save America, but I need your help. We've got to do something 2014 or our country is doomed, I believe. I have a plan. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of help. I want to gather together patriots to vote no party affiliation for candidates who run under the no party affiliation ticket. That's the only way we can save our country. As long as we continue to put Democrats and Republicans in office, well, you know the story. No budget for 3.5 years. The fiscal cliff may or may not happen. That's today. They voted themselves another raise, like they need more than $500 a day to do nothing. They don't do anything. It's time that we replace the politicians with patriots. And we can do that in 2014 by gathering together, we of a like mind, and voting of a like vote, no party affiliation. Now, I know third party candidates have a hard time getting press. We'll solve that problem because we will unite across the country. Our candidates will vote on a common platform. That is, take the money out of politics. And it can start at the local level, the state level, but we need to do it in Washington in 2014. When we get our group of representatives in office, people who actually will vote the will of the people that they serve, instead of people who only vote to line their pockets with more money. That's all they care about. I want to take the celebrity out of Washington. If you want to be a celebrity, go to Hollywood. Thank you very much. Now, once we gather together these candidates across the country, voting on a common platform of take the money out of politics, they will receive press coverage because it's a movement. As Arlo Guthrie would say, it's a movement. And it's about time we did it. Now, how do I plan for them to get that message across? Take the money out of politics? With a majority of new legislators in office, they will be able to vote, believe this, a congressional pay cut. That's something that is not ever going to happen with Democrats and Republicans in office. My plan is pay our representatives $20,000 a year plus room and board. Yep, that's right, plus room and board. They don't need $187,000 a year, enough to buy their fancy houses where they live all over Virginia and Washington and Pennsylvania. No, they can all live right there in Washington, D.C. in a big high-rise hotel. Okay, it would be a nice high-rise apartment complex. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths with all the amenities. They are, after all, serving their country. They will pay no rent. And they won't have to pay for their food because there will be a cafeteria or a restaurant in the building to serve them. All their transportation is provided anyways, so they don't need $187,000. That's $500 a day. They don't need that. And patriots will refuse to accept that. Once we replace the power-hungry politicians with patriots, then we can start undoing the damage that has been done over the last 100 years. We don't need Congress in session 10 months out of the year. I think 2 months on, 2 months off would be enough time in Washington to do their due diligence, to do their job. After all, we're talking about putting down-home local business owners in office, not rich fat cat politicians who can be up there all year. We want to put people in office who need to come home and take care of their business and their needs here. So 2 months on, 2 months off. And we'll hold them to, this is a new philosophy for Congress, to the Constitution. Yep. If it's unconstitutional, it won't be done. And the Supreme Court needs to take a listen to this also. Guess what? Corporations are not people. I mean, come on, people. We the people. Corporations are not people. They should not have the rights of people. That's just one little thing. There's a lot of little things like we must pass this bill in order to see what's in it. Well, if you ask me, that statement alone is treasonous. And you know who said it. Nancy Pelosi. We know who said it. She should have been dragged up to the White House by Barack Obama and expelled from Congress the day she said that. He is, after all, her boss. Not only the boss of her party, but the boss of the Congress. He's the leader. And he should have dismissed her from her duties that day. Once we have patriots in office, we can begin to turn things around. Congress doesn't have to write hundreds of new laws a year. We've got enough laws. We need a Congress that will study what bad laws are on the books and remove them from the books. And there's a lot of them. I couldn't possibly begin to tell you them all. But a lot of them has to do with Wall Street, banking, financing. You've heard of those hedge funds. Well, they've got to go. That very word, hedge, sounds like it's a gamble. And guess what? They're gambling with our money. Not their money, with our money. That's got to end. There's a lot of things wrong, and it's been happening over the last 100 years, and it's amped up over the last 20 years. There are just way too many rules and regulations that restrict we the people. And once we replace the power-hungry politicians with patriots who love their country, we can begin to save the United States of America. I want your help. I'll say more on how we can organize this. I plan Meetup is a good place for patriots to get together, have a meetup session in every congressional district around the United States to put forth a candidate in 2014. And when these candidates announce their platform, all unified across the country, they will get the press and they will get the votes, because the people will know that finally we have patriots to vote for. I know many a time I've said, why vote? The worser of two evils, the lesser of two evils. Well, now we're going to have the patriot to vote for. I'm going to go now. It's been 10 minutes. I don't want to bore anybody. Thank you. I am Harry McCain. How to Save America. Talk again next time.